Hi, I'm Ali Reiner and I'm a relationship coach and the author of the 5 Steps to Self-Love worksheet, which you downloaded some time ago. I want to talk a little bit about that and why it's so important and why it's the basis for everything. Something that I know myself personally, and I hear time and again when I'm meeting with people, when I'm talking with people, when I first reach out to, or clients first reach out to me, is yeah, I understand self love, great, yeah, we should all do it. Everywhere I read, I switch on the internet and it tells me that I need to self love. But what does that mean for me? And I tell you, for you, it means something completely different to what it means for me. It really, it's a very, very individual thing. For me, I had to get to know myself before I could discover what I needed to really be stepping up and making sure that I was loving myself enough, that I was being compassionate to myself. Compassionate to myself and forgiving myself the same way as I do with my kids, the same way as I do with my husband when he's sick, the same way I do with friends when they're going through a rough time. And I don't know about you, but for me, it didn't ever occur to me that I had to do that. I was always so hard on myself. I was always beating myself up for the things that I shouldn't, that I wasn't doing well enough, and I judged myself so harshly. Who am I to think that I can do things any better than anybody else? That was the first lesson for me. And once I got over that, and once I made that decision that I wanted to know how to look after myself better, I was then ready to understand where I was handing my power away to other people. I didn't know I was throwing it at them. Most of these people weren't even aware that they had any power over me, that they could make me dance to any tune, and they were in blissful ignorance. But today, I don't live like that. Today, I don't live like that because I went through this 5 step process. I've done it on my relationship. I've done it in so many different ways. But today we're talking specifically about relationships because that's what I'm about today. And this 5 step program is very simple. It's about taking out everything that you've got stuffed inside, all those hurts, all those angers, all those things that make us either a victim or a martyr. Oh, I never ask for help. Oh, we should ask for help. Oh, it always happens to me. Well, any more than anyone else? And what are you doing to prevent it? These are the questions that you're going to be asking yourself. How are you going to be doing that? Well, if you're anything like me, you were told that you had to be a good girl or a good guy, and you shouldn't be pointing the finger of blame at other people because you had responsibility for your own happiness. Yeah, I firmly believe that's true. We are responsible for our own happiness, but that means also dealing with this middle bit where people are hurting us, people are treating us unkindly, we are feeling unjustly put upon by other people, and we take out all that stuff and we throw it on a piece of paper, and then we look at it and we see what pain it's causing us, and we see where we're giving our power to other people. People are treating us in a way that we don't like. Why? Because we haven't ever set boundaries for ourselves, because we've never gone through this process. So this process takes you to a point where, yes, you know what boundaries you need to put in place. And it's a very, very simple process. It really is a very simple process, but it's not necessarily easy because we're constantly having to go against all our learned behaviour and all our own limiting beliefs. Mine, for instance, some of mine were I can't tell somebody how how hurt I am because I might hurt them. Well, bloody hell, who cares? Is my opinion now. If they're probably not doing it on purpose. And if I don't tell them, they'll continue to do it and I'll continue to be hurt. And eventually, and it's proven to be the case time and again in my past, eventually I get so hurt I can't be in that person's company anymore. So the relationship ends up breaking up. I've lost so many friendships just because I was unable to say, when you say and do X, Y, or Z, it really hurts me. And very probably, if I had been able to do that, they would have said, oh, sorry, I didn't realise that. We would have had an honest and open conversation about it. And they would have said, well, tough, I don't care, I'm going to continue doing it. And I would have had the choice to say, fine, I'll continue to be hurt, or fine, I don't want to be part of this relationship anymore, this friendship anymore. Or they would have said, oh my goodness, I didn't understand that was hurting you so much. Tell me how I can make it better. I'll never know that because I didn't ever do it. I do it now. And it works perfectly well. 9 times out of 10 people say, oh sugar, I really didn't understand. Tell me what I can do to make it up. So yeah, that's the point of this worksheet. What I do know is, as I say, it's very simple, but it isn't easy because we're going against ourselves. And that's why I sent a message the other day offering you this coaching session with me to help you to work your way through it in as fast as fast a time scale as possible. See, if I was the perfectionist I used to be, I would have stopped this and I would have redone it, but I'm not going to do that. This is me. It's a one-shot video that you get of me, mistakes and all, because that's it. We're human. We make mistakes. If I'm talking to you in person, I'll stumble over my words occasionally. So on video, you get exactly the same version of me. So yeah, as I was saying, the reason I put together the offer yesterday or the day before yesterday for this coaching session, 90 minutes for $69.99, was because I know the benefit of working through this process, and I also know that it's so much easier if there's somebody leading you and guiding you through it and pointing your attention exactly where it needs to be pointed, what you need to be thinking of and what you need to be concentrating on, and not beating yourself up for anything, because this isn't about beating yourself up or anybody else up. It's about moving through the process, learning what you need to do in order to be able to understand where you need to put those boundaries in place, and what your version of self-love is going to look like, what your version of boundaries are going to look like, and what you're going to be able to do in order to maintain those standards that will allow other people to treat you the way you want to be treated. And it all goes down to how you're going to treat yourself. So with that, if you're interested in taking me up on this offer, $69.99 is going to be the cost. There will be a PayPal link below. What will happen is, if you pay by PayPal, I will then send you my calendar, and you can book in your 90-minute slot, and we'll work through the worksheet together. Obviously in 90 minutes we can't deal with your whole life, but we'll take maybe the first 2 big issues that have come up for you when you look at that. And it can be your current partner, it can be if you're single, it can be the last relationship or the most significant relationship, and we can use that to work from. Because the idea behind it is we don't make the same mistake going forward. We learn from the mistakes that we have already made. Otherwise, we just keep repeating them. And that's such a frustrating thing to do. You hit your hand on your forehead and you say, okay, I've done it again. And you'll keep doing that until eventually you get sick and tired and you learn the lesson. So any questions you've got, just send me a message in response to this email. Otherwise, I'd love to work with you. I'd love to take you through this program, this worksheet rather, and sign up on the PayPal link. Then you'll get your calendar, and then we're hot to trot. We're ready to go. So if you watched all the way to the end, well done. Lovely to be able to share this with you. I know it works, and so do my clients, and hopefully you will do too by the end of it. So take care. The other thing is, if you haven't done the worksheet, get on and do it. Get on and work through the process, at least step 1, so that we've got something to talk about together. It's so relieving. It makes such a shift in your thinking, and it really transforms everything, your relationship, your life. I know that I'm thinking about my husband, that he doesn't love me, he doesn't respect me, he's not present for me, then I go looking for proof that that's the case. If I'm believing that my husband is adoring, loving, respecting, I find proof that that's the case. So let's get those thoughts, let's transform those thoughts, and let's transform your life. Lovely to meet you, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.